Hello and welcome to the channel. I am Wendy. This is Wendy's Pet Salon and this is my little home grooming pet salon at my home. So hello and welcome everybody, welcome all the subscribers, and if you are new, welcome on board. I do hope you will stick around with us and bear with us. There is over 350 odd videos on there. There may be something of interest for you. I've done some playlists there on different things. So, you know, it's just like a groomers helpers channel and a owners channel. So trying to bridge the gap between groomers and owners, because sometimes we kind of misunderstand each other. So it's nice to get, you know, a bit of understanding going on both sides. So yeah, so last week was fun, wasn't it? I did my gen and I did a little bit of chat on my equipment and my shampoos and things like that. I will do some more on that because there's just so much to learn and things pop in my head. So when I'm talking about things, like things will jump in that may be of relevance to you, like just little things that I maybe take for granted that may help you. So sometimes when I talk about it, some really helpful things come out on occasion. So exciting as well. I did my football match. For those that don't know, I play for Sandbach ladies social team, who are a fantastic team. They are a fantastic bunch of people. Our coach is amazing. He is super patient with me, and you know what I really need to do is go to a masterclass of where I should be, because sometimes I just run around and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes I actually touch the ball with my foot. It's amazing. So I'm just going to put you a picture of my team on here, the sixes that I play with. This is the team that we played. I played sort of 20 minutes of the last half on there. I'm not even going to tell you what the score was. It wasn't very good, but you don't lose, you just learn. And I'm learning. I'm very trying, I think. But I was then asked if I wanted to play for, oh, my battery again. Oh, iPhone. Wanted to play for Whitchurch ladies social. So they play in the sixes. We played them in the sixes, and then they play over on the nines. And they were down a player. So me and another teammate came in and we sort of swapped. We kept swapping. Well, they didn't really take me off till 5 minutes towards the end, because I was playing at the front and I was running up and down like a chicken. So I think I was just put on there to confuse people. Worked though. Anyway, yeah, so I was really honoured to be asked to play for them as well. So it's becoming a regular thing. I played for them, or with them, not for them, with them. Well, I'm trying to play with them in the summertime when it was absolutely baking, and I scored, if you remember, which was like amazing, absolutely amazing. On the odd occasion, I do score in our little games when we have our practice, you know. I am, and I've done this over the last 2 years on the channel. I've tried several diets, as you know. I've tried all sorts of things. I've gone to what did I do? That I went to a transformation HQ in the town. Tried that for 6 weeks, and it did make a chip, but it was very expensive. I've tried the couch to 5K, completed that, and I didn't continue. Why? don't know. I think it's part of my condition anyway. That's what I'm blaming it on. And apart from the fact that my husband loves biscuits and chocolate and crisps. And I think that's our downfall, really, because we're both, since the wedding, starting to resemble weebles. Well, me in particular. I'll put a weeble on there for those people that don't know what a weeble looks like. You see what I mean? So, so it's Monday. You've got to have a laugh, haven't you? So, also, I was going to give you Artero offers for those people that are in the UK. She has given me a picture of the things that are 15% off. I think you've got to buy so many of them to get 15% off. So while I'm talking about the offers, I'm going to put that picture on here so you can see. If you are able to zoom in, or if you're on a big screen, you might be able to see it better. I will put the link that she sent me in the description. I'm going to try and tag it in. But it's if you buy 5 litres, you get the cheapest free. If you buy 4 of the 650ml conditioners, which includes Cubic, which is spelled Kubic. I'm not familiar with that one, but it does include that, so I'm taking that's a conditioner. So, and if you buy any 10 of the cosmetic sprays, so that's like they do a flash and a Matex spray, a static and a mix, you get 2 free. So you're getting an extra 2. So you're getting 12. Buy 10, get 12. There we go. So that was the Artero offers. And if anybody wants to give me their offers to be included on our Monday morning shout outs, that would be amazing. So if there is anybody that wants to get in touch and let me know their weekly offers, you know, on things, you know, any companies and things like that want to do offers, even if you wanted a special offer, especially for our channel, which wouldn't that be something? So I'm now going to tell you about my week. So I can't believe it is the 30th of September. My first customer wasn't able to come this morning, so I had a lie in. I made the best of it. I needed it after running around for 20 minutes of the 6s and a whole game, pretty much a whole game on the 9s. So my legs are pretty sore today. And my husband doesn't know this, and he might see this if he watches the video, but I have bought an exercise bike. It's a folding one, so I'll tell you how I get on with that. One of my customers a long time ago, she was a fuller-figured lady, and as we get older, as we know, it's harder to shift. It is. Well, our hormones change, and we just, you know. Anyway, she came this one particular day because it was normally her husband that comes, and I was like, you don't even look like the same person. So I said, what have you been doing? She said, I got an exercise bike. So I was like, I'm thinking back now, what can I do? And it wasn't an expensive exercise bike. It was relatively cheap, really. It's a fold out thing. So I don't want to really spend a lot of money, but I can't afford a gym membership. And the weather, I mean, it's blown all my pots over this morning. It's blowing a gale, probably not safe to run around in the dark. So I'm going to go with it. I'm going to fold it out, put it in the middle of the living room, and I'm going to put my earphones on, and I'm going to go for it. And I could do that a good 3 times a week. I've got no excuse because it's in the house. So let's see how I get on with that. That should be interesting, and you have to tell me if I deflate, but there we go. So Monday the 30th, so I've got little Westie, I've got Lola, who's a Shih Tzu cross, but she's quite a large dog. I've got a hand strip border terrier, I've got little Misty Bichon, I've got a cat, Monty, the scary cat that comes 30 miles to see me, he's really old now. I did send him to somewhere and they weren't successful, and it really stressed him out. So now he comes to me, he looks how he looks, and he's back in the box. So that's just damage limitations, really. You know, I'm not going to overly fuss him, bath him, do anything. Just clip it off, put him in the box. Snowy, everybody knows Snowy. Dolly, she is the Maltese cross, who, if she can chew on a dead pigeon down the park, she will. I've got a Cockapoo, Bichon, Shih Tzu, Field Spaniel. I've got a lovely facial on Thursday, which I've been dying for. I haven't had anything since the wedding, and I'm just feeling like I need some kind of facial pampering. So that's a regular thing that I do for myself, because I don't leave the house other than going to football. So I like to, that's sort of my little treat to myself, really. Lovely Ivy Lasser, Tilly Bolognese, Cockapoo, Shih Tzu, Little Brucey's here on Friday, Rhubarb the Westie, Luna and Archie, and Stella. So yeah, that should be a really good week. Lots of lovely dogs. It is absolutely chock-a-block up until Christmas now. There is not a day that's not got a full day. It is absolute. I don't think there's one single. Sometimes I have little gaps. There is no gaps. I think maybe I'm telling a lie. I think there is maybe a gap. Maybe I gave that away. No, I don't have a gap. So yeah, it is absolutely chock-a-block up until Christmas now. I've started to book in my new diary. So everybody that wanted a list for next year, I'm up to date with them. I think I've done about 30 so far. 30 lists. Let me just find this date that I was going to tell you about as well. No, not that one. Where are we now? Is it? There we go. I want to tell you about that. So, yeah. All of my lists are up to date, and the ones I've been sent on WhatsApp have all been done now, I believe. And what I do is I write down a list in the back of my diary, or maybe it's the front of my diary. I write down who I've actually put in. So when they come in, I just go, yeah, I've done it. But once it's on the computer, because those that don't have an email, I have to let them know. But on my computer, once I do their lists, I send the whole list over to them by email, and they get a confirmation so they can check it, tell me if I've made any errors, and then they can let me know. And it's just, I put my holidays in, any breaks like Easter's and bank holidays, I cross all those off, and then I run my diary around it accordingly. I'm hoping that this year it won't be chock-a-block, so people can free flow in the diary. So I've got those ones in there that need those specific days. And then from now until the end of the year, when they come to their last appointment, they can put their next in. They could put maybe one or two in so that they know they've got the next couple in the diary. Obviously, doing it that way, I can't guarantee that I will have the weeks that they want, but I'm not taking on any more customers, so hopefully it should just flow in. Fingers crossed. Because a lot of people, since the dreaded COVID, I found that, you know, few years that we've had after, it's been slowly people going away, and now more. I felt more now. So this year, people are going out and doing a lot more things. People are going away, you know, because they're less likely to get things cancelled and things like that. So, and the other exciting thing is, I don't know if any of you are ghost hunters, but I am going to a ghost hunt Saturday the 16th of November. So I will be telling you about. So I'm going to be a bit of a ghost hunting dog groomer, or a ghost hunting pet groomer, or a poltergeist hunting pet groomer, whatever sounds best. I follow some amazing people when I'm grooming my dogs and things like that. I scare myself to death. I have my earphones on, so it keeps nice and quiet in here. So I've got my earphones on, especially when I'm bathing the dogs, and I can listen to things while I'm doing. And I've been listening to a lot of ghost hunters just recently, and I was talking to some live on the YouTube, and I think, I think that a couple of them actually subscribe to the channel. So a big hello to them. I just, I just, it's quite amusing sometimes, because have you heard this? Have you heard that? And it's like, I can't hear, even though I've got my earphones on and I'm desperate to hear. And it keeps you in suspense, you know. A lot of people, I can't believe the amount of abandoned houses there are in the UK. Literally just left every solitary thing in the house and just gone. And it's like it's frozen in time from like the 70s or 80s. It's, you know, bizarre. And a lot of the big old mansions and the big old places that, you know, are not maintained, big hotels that are closed down and haven't been used for years. It's so sad, really. It is, to think that the amount of energy that was flowing, it was a happy place, people doing happy things, you know, eating meals or having wedding parties, and you know, it's really sad, you know, to me when I'm watching this. But it's nice to sort of them to be remembered, you know. And you see a lot of their old photographs and things. So yeah, I will be ghost hunting near you. No, we are going to a prison. We're actually going to a prison. It was a wedding present, actually, with one of our friends. So we're hopefully going to, I think it's Shrewsbury Prison. Shrewsbury Prison. So I'm looking forward to that. You've got to have things to look forward to. We get sort of you know, bogged down with work sometimes because of the cost of living and stuff. We just keep working because we've got to pay the bills, and but you do need to have time for yourself, and you need to have things to look forward to. Getting scared to death is maybe not something that you can be looking forward to, but I actually am. We actually are really looking forward to it. So, and if we get any evidence, I shall share it with you. So that will be something fun, well, interesting to look forward to in November. So yeah, so I'm going to be doing another few chats on equipment, shampoos and things this week. You've seen, let me turn the page now because I'm in November. And get on today's date, come back to the ground and see what we could possibly do. You know, I mean, prepping is a really good thing to go over, because of those of you that are new pet groomers and dog owners, your pet is important, but your prep is also very important. So unless you get your prep, oh my goodness, your prep like you know, you can't get that nice finish, and you're, you know, especially if you're using the cheaper equipment, you won't be able to get it through. But you're going to have an advantage if your prep is superb, and you know, everything's gliding through, and you know, there might be things that I can help with there. You know, sorry about that, my battery died. Yeah, so we're going to talk at some point about doing some good prep in preparation for you to do your clipping or your comb attachmenting and things like that. There's nobody's, you know, fancy. Everybody's practical next week. There's no really long trims as always. Everything's, you know, practical, and you know, cute faces. So maybe we'll do a prep, maybe we'll do a cute face, and maybe we'll do another talk about different tools. So if I've missed anything, if you've watched the other 2 videos so far, if I've missed something off or touched on something that I might have wandered off and not told you, let me know, and I'll do that this week. So that will be really helpful. So if you have watched them, if you write in the comments the things that you would like me to talk about this week about the equipment, or anything to do with equipment, anything to do with, you know, my clippers, my comb attachments, anything. This is completely dead. I'm hoping it's going to recharge, because I'm ordering a new blade. I needed a new 4-in-1 blade for it. I'm gonna charge it up today. That wasn't that clipper, that was that clipper. I'm gonna charge it up today and see whether I can get the power going on that one. Hopefully so, because it was £165. It's not been working. I've had this Oster. I've not used the Oster for a while, and now it won't even charge now. And that was a new battery, so I can't use that. So all I'm using at the moment, and for some reason it's gone really tight in there. I don't know why. I'm using my Heineken. And I do need some new batteries for these, because these aren't holding charge at all now. They're ancient, two batteries there, they're not holding charge. That's all. But I was telling you, actually, I've got my wire out somewhere. I was telling you about being able to plug them in. So if you do run out of battery, I'll show it you. So this is what slots in. Got a plug on the other end. So literally just slots in, and there you have it, and it'll just work like that. So that is the beauty of these. They can be both. They can be both. So yeah. So obviously, you know, with all everything, I haven't got my speaker on, so I'm trying to talk as loud as I can and be as close as I can, because my battery is dead. I've got it plugged in, and this is where this plugs in, where the charger goes, so I can't use it. So I apologise if the sound is rubbish. But yeah, so if we bear in mind, you know, all the things that we need to do our job, or to groom our pets, you know, grooming is so important. It keeps them clean, it keeps them healthy, you know, because they haven't got lots of dirt and grease and stuff building up on them that they might lick. They look nice, don't they? And when you go to the groomers regular, you know, we are keeping a constant check of lumps and bumps and skin issues, and we notice, you know, these changes. We don't all. It's not all about the skin and lumps and stuff like that, but how they are in general. We do notice the change in personalities. You know, how they're feeling. It's like I always ask my customers, you know, any update, you know, anything changed. You know, they'll tell me that they've been for a blood test today, so I'll know that they've been a bit, you know, or they might have. Let me tell you this, I had a cavalier the other day, and we don't, because of his skin and his health issues, I don't bath him, and I don't, you know, I don't bath and dry him. All that I do is tidy him up. His hair's even falling out. He's really not being very well. And normally he's absolutely fine. I can pick him up, put him on the table, touch his feet and what have you. And we do have a chat when they come in. And I nearly didn't do him. I know that because he's super sensitive, I pick him up from either side, like this, so as not to touch underneath. So I'll pick him up from the other side. Didn't even want me to pick him up. So I tried again. I managed to get him on the table, but then when I was trying to sort of just manoeuvre him, you know, very carefully, whatever, he nearly went to have a little nibble on me, and I couldn't put my finger on it. Anyway, I just stood here for 5 minutes or so, and then I tried to just, all I did was literally trim his feet, groom out his ears. So I managed to do it in the end. And I said to them, he has been super sensitive. I nearly didn't carry on and do his trim. And she said, oh, he's actually been to the vets this morning, and because he's got all sorts of discharge and stuff around his doodah, they flushed it. So that's maybe the reason why he didn't want me to go anywhere near underneath. I don't blame him. He's like, oh, now we're not again. So yeah, it's really important, you know, for their health. Even though I can't bath him, I'm still maintaining his feet and his nails and his ears and keeping him groomed out that way until he gets a little bit better, and then maybe we can creep that back in. But you know, it's really important, grooming, for, you know, numerous reasons, and also keeping that nice relationship going. As we know, we do them, groom them from puppies, and we build that bond with them, the same as the customer builds the bond with them. So, you know, it is really important. And if I can help with the channel to help anybody, even if it's the slightest little thing, it may just help. So thank you for everybody that is liking, sharing, hitting, what do they say, slamming the like button, or something like that. I don't know what they say. Dinging the bell, that, you know. I'm not really down with the YouTube crowd yet, so, but I'm getting there. But yeah, it means the world to me that we can help, because I know I'm just standing here talking to a screen, but I'm not taking that I'm talking to a screen. I'm talking to everybody that is watching. So please let me help you. If I can, I will. So yeah, and this is the whole importance of the channel, is the importance of grooming, and knowing all these little things that help us do our job, or help, you know, a pet owner look after their pet. You know, how to use a brush, you know, like that, but not in a regimental way. I probably do a lot of things quite regimental, but obviously humanizing it, because I am a real person, you are real people with real lives. So yeah, so like I say, any comments in the box and we'll do a chat. we'll do a salon, we'll call it salon chat maybe. We could talk about stuff within the salon, and then maybe we'll do something on prep, maybe we'll do a cute face, that type of thing. So I hope you all have a great week. In the UK, if you're not from the UK, it is raining for a change, but don't let that put you off coming to the UK. You'll just you'll just acclimatise. I can't wait to go on holiday again next year. Or I don't think we'll be able to go next year, as in like what we did this year, but maybe the back end of next year we'll go at Christmas or something like that, and have a week, because it's just so grim here. And we just lack the vitamins, don't we, once it starts going all grey here in the UK. So I'm here with my coffee, I'm waiting for my first client, and yeah, I hope you'll have a great week. Love to you all, and I'll see you through the week. Bye for now.